welcome back to the show. Well, we are expecting some sunshine and fantastic weather on Saturday, September 17th, because it has to be.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the music therapy ride. It's where industry professionals in the music industry, whether from the radio, the label, or whether they're artists themselves, get together and raise some money for a great cause. Patrick Zulinof joining us, Assistant Program Director for the Shore 104.3, and Chin and Jetty, music producer, Grammy winner, and recording artist as well.
How are you?
Hi, guys. How are you?
How are you?
Nice to
So,
see you.
Patrick, take it away. Tell us, what is the music therapy ride?
It's our 10th version of this thing this year. It's a whole bunch of people from the music industry and the media that get together, and we share our love for motorcycles and classic cars and our love for music, and realize that music therapy is something that can really help a lot of people, a lot of kids that are trapped in their hospital beds and stuff. And we put this ride together that takes us all the way up to Whistler.
From where? You guys started?
Yeah, we started in Richmond at the River Rock Casino.
Perfect
Have a
timing.
beautiful
Look, there's
breakfast
the River
there.
Rock.
There we are, getting all set up last year, and we would take this beautiful ride all the way up to Whistler with an escort from the Vancouver Regional Police Drill Squad, which
And this is pretty plumb. So basically, you don't have to stop between Richmond and Garibaldi Lift and GLC. You just go.
We wind through the city, and they stop. They do their formation ahead of us, and they stop people at the lights and at the on-ramps.
You two can't look at each other. You two have known each other. These two have been friends for so long that they actually look at each other. They crawl inside each other's brains and they tell jokes.
Okay, but Chin, seriously, I'm going to ask you the question. What is music therapy? And Patrick did mention that it can help kids, it can help people that are stuck in the hospital, but maybe you can explain a little bit more about music therapy itself.
Well, when I was living in Toronto, I spent most of my childhood in hospitals. And I went from being in a wheelchair to being on a walker to walking on crutches, and they used music therapy to help me rehabilitate myself, to learn how to use like the crutches and the wheelchair and to be independent.
And you were told you would never walk.
Yeah, and what's amazing is that music always touches your heart and your soul, and it changes the way you feel, but it actually has physical. Yeah. It'll physically affect you as well. And them teaching me how to, play tambourines or drums or piano, like it helped the dexterity and just the overall mobility, and gave me so much independence.
Well, and that's what people don't realize, because they sort of go, well, great, music, it's something that people can attach themselves to.
Yeah.
But my mom works with children with autism, and they use a lot of musical therapy. And the way that it can transform a child and just everything it's inspirational to watch.
Yeah, no, it's unbelievable.
Patrick, have you guys had an opportunity? Let's talk about what you do with the money, first of all, because you guys have done a couple of really cool things, and you have great plans this year as well. So where's the money gone, and how have you guys invested it?
Well, we've always tried to help as many music therapy programs as we could in British Columbia, but recently we started to make these wonderful things called bandwagons. A lot of these kids that are confined to their beds can't get to a studio that may be made or a facility in their area. So we've made these little things called bandwagons, which the keyboards come out from. There's a big screen.
Was it Garth Richardson that?
Garth Richardson was a big part of putting this together. So these things can roll in between the hospital beds, and kids can be creative and express themselves. A lot of these kids too are terminally ill, and this can be an option for them to leave a legacy project behind for their family. But just to be in front of the kids in the hospital beds, it's fantastic.
Or adult that's been stuck in the hospital. I mean, bless their hearts, but hospitals don't have the funds to do this. And when they wheel in a VCR with 20-year-old tapes, I mean, this is amazing that a child will be able to actually do something.
It's incredible.
Tell us about the kind of difference that does make to kids, Chin.
It lifts your spirits, for one thing, and you forget about everything when you start thinking about music and not analyzing it, but feeling that magical part of what it is that it can do to you. And when you see a child, even an adult, in the hospital situation, when you strum a chord or just teach them how to use an instrument,
you see the repercussions of pressing that, right?
It's incredible.
Yeah, you create.
It's healing.
How does the whole ride come together, Patrick? And how do people, can they register? Do they sponsor? How do people?
Just go to our website. It's musictherapyride.org, and you can sign up there to be part of the ride. There's still some availability.
So it's open to the public. People can still register.
We encourage everybody that wants to contribute and be part of this fantastic day to go to our website, musictherapyride.org. And sign up. If you can't be part of the ride, you can still donate there. There's an easy-to-do donate.
So you can sponsor someone that has the opportunity to actually go on the ride, and if you can do it, you'd register your bike and away you go.
Yeah, and just join us Saturday morning and get on with the cops and get on the highway and all the way up to Whistler. And even if you're just in Whistler for the day, you have the opportunity to come into the facility, and we're at the Garibaldi Lift Company up there. So if you're just wandering around Whistler during the day at about 2 p.m., we're letting folks from the village in to be part of the auction, which we have some great autographed items, including a autographed guitar by Sarah McLachlan. Chin's going to perform up there, and Colin James is going to be along with us as well. Nice. And it's just going to be a fun day for everybody.
A really fun day.
How many times have you done the actual ride?
This will be my third.
And how much fun is the actual day? I mean, just going and participating.
It's amazing. And it's so amazing because the spokesperson is my kindergarten teacher.
Get out.
You're kidding me.
And my therapist, the woman who taught me.
Comes full circle.
It's incredible.
Now, this is for an amazing cause, but Patrick, once again, how cool is it to have the police escort from Richmond to Whistler as something people can
Finally,
never
the
experience?
Popo are working with you.
It's funny, they're not in your mirror in a threatening way. They're there to help. And
right.
they've just been so kind. The police have been on this thing right from the beginning, and every year they're enthusiastic about it. They come on up there and they have a great time. They stay for the weekend in Whistler and have a little.
Well, and for
time.
everyone within the industry as well, because obviously, there's many elements of the industry, and there's competition, and there's all these other things. But to see guys from different radio stations, different record labels,
come together,
come in and come together and really sort of pull in the same direction.
That's the joy of it. There's like a parade of all these TV station and radio station vehicles. They put all the competition aside, and
famous
they just want to be part of this.
Grammy Award-winning musicians.
Yes. And everybody just believes in music and the things that it can do. So that's the great thing about it.
Well, thanks so much, you guys, and congratulations on 10 years for such an amazing cause. If you want to join in, register soon. Go to the website if you're planning on it. It's the 10th Annual Music Therapy and Classic Card Ride to Whistler. And yes, you get a police escort, and they're not chasing you with sirens. It's happening on Saturday, September the 17th. For more information, go to the Music Therapy website.
Very nice. And we have a couple things that we want to mention that Chin will be doing. He'll be playing at the Commodore Ballroom with De La Soul on Saturday, September 24th. Fee will be right front and center for that.
Absolutely.
I love that. And also, Chin is doing hip-hop master classes. You can check out his Facebook for more details on that. You guys,
Thanks,
thank you. My
Have
favorite
fun.
part about watching the interview is watching you two try not to lose
We were very
your mind
mature.
when you're hanging out with each other.
Very mature. We're going to take a quick break, and when we return.